let's do some troubleshooting for these. First part, if anybody is there, we'll start in 30 minutes, but I want to troubleshoot and try to get everything working clearly. So if you are there and you can chat and let me know, can you see me clearly? Do I look fuzzy? Because to me right now, I look fuzzy. And I need to get this propped up a little higher so you guys can see that as well. So yeah, we'll start in at about 1 o'clock my time, Pacific time, but I need to get a few things worked out. That's why I've started the video early. So get this propped up. Hey Ryan, can you see if you can hear me while I troubleshoot this part of it?
Where are you?
Ryan, I'm not talking about that. Okay, I need to lift this up. Oh, you said where?
Yeah.
On YouTube. I thought you asked me a totally different question. Hey, you guys. All right, let's see if I can prop this. Get it up higher. Oh, I can do this higher. What am I thinking? Let me get a blanket. I think this will work. Then after this time, maybe the next video, I'll know exactly where to position everything. So let's move this up. Nope, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Oh, I got it. I almost need like a separate table right there. Okay, let me fix the lighting. I need to put some behind it, I think. Behind the camera. Move this. And I can make that work. Could you hear me? This behind. That'll be better. Step it this way. Oh, the lights aren't on. I just lost power. What happened? I just lost all the lights. That's that one. Okay. Those are in front. that's better. All right.
I may be able to open that window because it's still decided.
Yeah, sometimes it messes up this part. So I was gonna move this because sometimes it makes the. No, that's working. I forgot I'm not gonna be in the same position.
There's also a shadow on the left side of the screen. There's a left side.
Okay. Hey, Ryan. Okay, now that's too high. Bless you. Nope, that's not helping at all. Hey, Ryan. Nope. Hey, Ryan. So that's what's going on. I don't look that clear.
No.
Do you have any ideas? Because I feel like there needs to be a light right back here. But really the focus is on the journaling, not me. And that looks bright enough, but it looks fuzzy. Does it look fuzzy to you?
It is.
Okay, I probably need to clean my camera.
Resolution is a better camera, I think.
I'm just for right now.
Yeah, but I think
I can use my cell phone, but then I can't see the chat. So I'll figure that out. But I'm just talking about today. Because it's fine. Let me go. I'm going to spray the camera and let me know if it looks better. I can't even begin to describe how hot it is over here right now. I think I'm going to close the curtains. Let's put a tank top on. Okay, that's clear though. Tank top it is. Oh, I forgot I'm supposed to be plugged into the.
I can't hear you.
Forgot I'm supposed to plug the hardwired cord into the internet and it should be all clear. Okay. I just had this set up so that I wouldn't have a fuzzy screen. And I forgot. All right, let's see. I think it goes here. Nope. Right here. Now it should be. Hi, Ryan. Can I borrow you really quick for a minute? So it should just be using this now, right? Once soon as I plugged it in.
So see there?
Mm-hmm.
You don't see the bars. You just see the kind of monitor with the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But it didn't change mine, so it is on my camera. Unfortunately, that is the case. But we'll get that. I'll get that worked out. And it'll all be okay. 9 more minutes.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's sourdough. It doesn't have sugar in it, does it?
But I honestly can't follow what this is.
Oh, I'll tell you later. Thank you for testing the chat for me, Ryan. 4 minutes, you guys. Hi. We're going to start in 4 minutes. Whoever is watching.
You've been live for quite a while.
Yeah, it's the setup. I actually start the live feed in 2 minutes. Actually, 1 minute. Oh, this is wrong. Should be right. Oh, Amy says you've been live for quite a while. I've been setting up, Amy, hi, for the last 30 minutes. Actually, in the title for the video, it says that it starts at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern, but this is my first time doing it since we had YouTube's studio, and I wasn't sure, and I've never done it from my laptop. When I've done live before ever, it was on a phone, so I might switch to that. But in any case, it is 1 p.m. now. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad you are joining me, and feel free to use the chat like Amy just did, and Ryan, who happens to be my son, has been helping me troubleshoot because the lighting and the quality of the video is not quite what I want. But like I said, this is my first time since YouTube Studio, and I'm doing a live feed, and I will be working on it and making it better and better each week. But I'm so glad you guys are here. And what we're going to do today is just kind of plan for the week and chat and I might do some journaling today. So each week it'll be planning and journaling, some of both or more of one or the other, and just getting to know each other a little bit better so we can kind of chat back and forth. I know you get to do that on the comments on YouTube, but this way you can be asking or talking about what's happening right now on the screen or anything you guys want to share and getting ready, or period, about anything. Doesn't have to just be about planning and journaling, but anything. It's our time to really get to know each other. So again, welcome. So what I'm going to do, and again, you can comment and ask and talk about whatever, and I'll be looking on the screen. So it doesn't have to be about what I'm doing on the screen right now. But what I'm going to start off doing is I'm going to create a little bit of some stickers from this book. I guess I'm not really creating the stickers. I shared this in a haul a while back that I got from Walmart. And it has these stickers that are just blank, but they're all different shapes. And I haven't used it yet. And I thought I would start today as part of setting up for the week that's just started today. I know it's kind of weird when we say that the week started today, which is a Sunday, but really in our planners, we always have the weekend. We tend to have the weekend at the end of the week, at least I do. So anyway, yeah, this week that's starting now. And I'm just going to start with some kind of regular sort of octagon or circular shapes that I find in here. And then I'm going to just color them with some Tombow dual brush pens to make my days of the week in my planner this time. So I'm going to do a little combo of pink, yellow, and green, kind of come up with sort of a psychedelic theme, I think, this time. And so here, I don't know if you can really tell on screen, but all these shapes are here. And I'm just going to color a couple of them. Or actually, I guess I'm going to color 7 of them. And in these different colors and see how. Now, I know these are, oh, I can't see if y'all not familiar with my channel. I'm a blind, I'm not actually blind, but I'm very short-sighted, gosh. I'm very nearsighted. And now that I'm a little bit older, I kind of have a little bit of combo of both, it seems like. I don't know if that's really the case. I think my eye doctor tells me it's because I have bifocals, and they're supposed to help you be able to see both near and far. But when you look down in the bifocal, and I'm totally about to color this whole thing one color, and that was not my plan. But you can only see in like one area right in here, and there are no line bifocals, so you don't know where the line is. And if you don't look exactly in the right spot, it's all fuzzy. But if you take your glasses off, which I tend to do when I'm just by myself and reading or whatever, I can see perfectly up close, but not in the glasses that are supposed to allow me to see up close and far at the same time. They just don't quite work like that. So yeah, so anyway, so sometimes you see me look over my glasses because it's just quicker than taking them on and putting them back on all the time. So yeah, so I'm just coloring this shape in, and I'm going to just kind of mix it up. What have you guys been doing this week? Let me know in the comments this past week. How has it been for you? You know, I know there's been a lot of changes everywhere with COVID, and some things are better and some things aren't. You know, did you guys get the vaccine, or are you planning to? I have gotten both of my vaccines now, and I didn't have a strong reaction to either one of them. The first one was probably the most. My arm hurt a little bit. It was sore, but then I was so sleepy. It was crazy. Like, I could not, if you paid me, I couldn't stay awake. And I fell asleep on the couch while my parents were here. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. But then that was really it. My arm didn't really hurt the next day or anything. But when I took the second shot, so that's all I did was color that shape in these 3 colors. Kind of looks like Neapolitan ice cream. And I'm going to do that on 7 of them for my days of the week. And I'll just write in there. So you guys should check this out at Walmart. I think it was $9.99 or $9 at Walmart. And like I said, I shared it in a haul recently. Or actually, it's probably been at least a month ago, because this has been sitting waiting for me to use it for a while now. So, yeah. So let me know. Did you guys take your Are you guys getting the shot, or have you? Yeah, and how else has it impacted you? The whole COVID thing, man. It's just, are you in a city where things are you in a city where they have a lot of restrictions, or are you where it's more laid back? Here, I live in Arizona, if you didn't know, and the governor just recently said that businesses could decide whether or not they wanted to have people wear masks. But a lot of people interpreted that to mean that people could just choose not to wear masks when they come into a store or a restaurant, but that's not actually what it said. It said that it's up to the business to decide whether or not they want people to wear masks or not. So it's been a lot of contention with some people for that. But stores like we bought a new furniture set, which I have to, or dining set, I'll share with you guys in a video. But when we went to buy that restaurant didn't require it, and a lot of people weren't wearing it. But every Walmart and Target and places like that, I think every restaurant I've been in requires it. So, it's not, things haven't changed a lot. I don't know what percentage of people here have gotten the vaccination, but I was able to get it. Hello, I can't see to read that. Oh, hi. Oh, I was looking at your name, Billy. Cool. Hi, how are you? So I totally forgot what I was saying, but yeah, I think that's the changes here. Oh, we're talking about how many people have, the percentage of people who've gotten the vaccine. I don't know, but I was able to get, so that's how they're looking so far, y'all. Yeah. So if you came in late, this is a sticker book from Walmart that I'm coloring in some shapes to use for my weekly setup for this week. So it's a sticker book that you color in the shapes yourself, and when you just pull them off and use them where you want. So because I am a veteran, and the VA has opened the vaccine up to all veterans, then I was able to get both shots. So I got my second shot on April the 2nd. And I will be 100% vaccinated on this Friday. Yeah, Friday the 16th. So I am grateful for that. My parents, as you guys know, came from Oklahoma to visit, and they both had gotten vaccinated and had their 2 weeks post the second shot. My vaccine is the Pfizer that I got, and my parents got the Moderna. I haven't met anyone yet who's gotten the single dose. If you guys know, let me know. I've heard on the radio about some reactions. Oh, did I tell you guys? No, my reaction to the second shot was only that my arm hurt. My arm hurt for like 3 days, and it hurt. The shot itself didn't hurt, which was so crazy because the first shot did hurt. I mean, it didn't hurt like where I was in tears, that kind of hurt, but it felt like if someone had a hammer, but they didn't hit me with the hammer, but they just pressed up against me really hard with the head of the hammer. That's what it felt like. But then my arm didn't hurt that much. But the second shot, I barely felt it. And then my arm hurt like crazy for 3 days. So if that gives you guys any insight. Now, let me tell you. So if you're concerned about getting the vaccine because of that, I didn't have bad reactions. I just had, I was sleepy the first shot, and my arm hurt for the second shot. But when I was in my 30s, I got the shingles, which is awful. I pray to God that you never, ever, ever have to experience that. Then I got the shingles shot, I think a year ago. And I started not to get it. And my doctor was like, if I ever got the shingles before, I would get the shot. And I was like, okay, yeah, I will. So when I got that shot, so there's 3. Let's get the other one. So when I got the shingle shot, it was 2 shots as well. And the first shot, my arm felt like I had the shingles again for like a week. And then the second shot, I had the chills, the shakes. I almost passed out. I mean, literally, I barely got to the couch in time before I didn't pass out. And I felt so horribly sick. Yeah. Now that only the worst of that only lasted one day, but I felt like for me that was way worse than the COVID shot. So I survived those. So you guys, so if that's your fear, now I'm not telling anyone to take the shot. Everybody's got to make their own decisions for themselves. But if you are afraid to take the shot because of the side effects, of course, my body is not your body, but maybe that'll help just let you know how my body responded to it, because my body doesn't respond well to a lot of stuff. But so you guys, some of you know that I get allergy shots, and I was not doing well when I first started getting those. I can't even remember how long it's been now since I started getting them. But they cut my shots down to half of what they normally would give. And so I haven't had any reactions to them, but I haven't had any benefits from them either. But that's just life. It'll get better, I'm sure, at some point. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I just got 3 more, y'all. 3 more to go. So what are y'all up to this coming week? Do you have any big plans? Is there anything fantastic going on in your life that you want to share? Or, is there anything in general that you want to pray about, for us to pray about? You can share that also. I'm going to be looking at my calendar here in a minute. I really can't think of anything fantastic in particular, except this weekend, my husband and I are invited to dinner at some friend's house. So that'll be Saturday. That's nice to look forward to. Now, what has happened that has been a blessing is I just got back just in time to chat with you guys today for our video. I just got back from spending a weekend in a hotel with myself just to relax and unwind and de-stress. So that's something that I started doing years ago. I don't remember how many years ago, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 more. But I started doing that to just stay healthy and not be stressed and manage anxiety, all that kind of good stuff. Trying to find some more circular sort of shapes. I think I'll use these octagons right here. And it's just good and restorative and a great self-care time to just relax, unwind, pray, get perspective. And I hadn't done it since we moved to Phoenix. And I would have been here. I got here before my husband in July. So this July, it will have been 4 years. And I hadn't done that, and so when I decided to do it, I was completely stressed because I have a lot going on. I do. And my husband and I are in charge of a huge ministry, and we have few workers now, thanks to COVID. Thanks a lot, COVID. Plus just all the other things. And just in general, I think everybody needs to take some time to themselves just to have some really good self-care. And so I waited until I was really stressed out. So that wasn't good, but I had a wonderful time, just me in a hotel room downtown and crafts. So I posted a picture of my craft room that I set up in the hotel. It's on Instagram. So you guys can check that out at Organized Planner Chic. And I only went out to eat. In fact, I only went out to eat once because I got there Friday night and I had already eaten. And then Saturday, I had breakfast at the hotel. It was the complimentary breakfast. And then I went to this wonderful vegan, organic, and gluten-free restaurant that we have in downtown Phoenix. And I ordered enough for dinner too. So I ate there, which was nice. It's such a really nice, relaxing, serene restaurant. So I ate there and then I ordered for dinner. So I didn't go out. And I just did junk journaling and listened to a book. I listened to about 75% of Up From Slavery by Booker T. Washington. I had never actually read that book. And so I listened to the audiobook on YouTube. Thank you. Bless you, YouTube. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought I did more than that, y'all. Let's see. How many of it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I got one more to color right here. So yeah, and I just watched Netflix and just chilled out in the room. Yeah, and it was such a blessing that there was a time in my life where things, just unimportant things, would bother me. Like when I felt like people weren't professional or weren't courteous, it would really bother me. Like if I called customer service and someone was mean, oh my goodness, that was like the worst thing in the world you could do to me. And I took it personally, like it was being done to me. These people didn't know me. And so it's just a blessing not to be that way anymore, just to be so much more relaxed about people and just how we are as humans. And so for my room, the phone didn't work. The phone in my room didn't work. So anytime I needed something from the front desk, I had to go down there. And there was a little, and it was a nice hotel, but there was like a paint chip, which is not a big deal, but it looked, I had wanted to report it to make sure they didn't think that I had done it because it was noticeable. And then there was like a hole in the wall, but not like a complete hole where you could look through, but more like something had been pressed against the wall and half of the hole was punched in and the other half wasn't. In fact, I didn't even notice it at first. And so, yeah. And then this, when I took a shower, the water wouldn't turn off. Now I can't find my planner. Oh, here it is. The water wouldn't turn off. So it was just dripping loud. But I closed the door and I had headphones on when I went to sleep, so it didn't bother me. And they were going to send an engineer up, and the engineer never came. And then when I left, I said, well, you know, everything's still the same way. But I wasn't even bothered. I wasn't like, give me another room, or what's the deal? What's the issue? Why can't you guys blah, blah, blah. I was just enjoyed my time to myself. Even my dinner was not good. What I had for lunch was okay. And in fact, I really liked that restaurant a lot. But what I had for lunch was just okay. It was one of the things I hadn't had before. And what I had for dinner was okay. It just wasn't fantastic. But I was like, it's all good. And so I was still hungry afterwards. And I went down to the front desk and just got something else. Oh my goodness, Billy, you are working on a she shed. Yay. Oh my goodness. All crafters need their own space. I don't care how big it is or how small it is. Because you guys know, if you've been following me for a while, that before we bought this house, that we were renting an apartment when we moved to Phoenix. And my craft room was half of the dining room. And I built a wall out of huge sheets of cardboard and fabric. So, and I love, when I look at the photos for that room, I love them so much. I'm like, I kind of miss the colors and the look of that craft room, but I don't miss the space because, you know, it's just freeing to have more space, but it was a really special place. So yeah, good afternoon, Sherry. How are you? So glad to see you guys here today. Okay, so I colored my 7 little stickers out of the Walmart sticker book. So I'm going to pull the stickers off. Remember, these are blank if you're new coming on today. This is a book I got from Walmart that just has blank shapes that you color, and it's shaped into all kinds of cool things. And so I am turning them into little shapes to put the days of the week on, like that, in my bullet journal, the setup for this week. So yeah. So tell me in the comments, you guys in the chat, what sort of planner do you, or will you be using this week, especially if you use all different types of planners? Which one are you going to use this week to plan in? Oh my goodness. Can I? You know, when you put a sticker down the Hobonichi, you better know that's where you want it, right? So I'm going to move really slow. Okay. So let's see if I can make you come on here like I want you to and be straight or fairly straight. I don't know. Is that straight? Well, it'll have to be. I can't take it off. Yeah. So what kind of planners are you guys coloring or planning in for the coming week? Is it a traveler's notebook? Is it a bullet journal? Is it a, I don't know what you would call a traditional planner that has everything filled in and is sort of like a notebook? Oh, I think I wanted that to be higher. Can't move it now. Okay, so that'll be Monday, Tuesday. That's too low. Monday, I'm just gonna have to put it down here like this. Because I wanted Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on the side. That's not spaced out very well. That's okay. I can fix it. I mean, I can adapt to it. All right, so we'll just put this one right along there. And then I'll show you guys how it's coming. So I know that was too low, so I'm gonna put this one up a little bit higher. But you know, Saturday and Sunday, I try not to have a lot on Saturday and Sunday. I do, because it is easy to just try to work until I drop, but I'm so much better about that now. Okay, Sherry. Okay. Now tell me, type in for me, is it Sherry or Cherie so I can pronounce it right? Like type it hyphenetically for me so that I always say your name correctly. So you're using a dot grid insert in your TN and you're getting back into making your own, I think this is spread layout. Good. Awesome. Anybody else? What do you use? Who uses just a plain notebook? I would love to hear about that. And how do you do it? Okay, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of those stickers. So I'm going to go ahead and write that in. Trying to decide, do I want to use a black pen or I think I will because it's a lot of color in there. So I think I'm going to use a black pen. I'm going to use what am I going to use? I'm going to use a Pigma Micron in 05. And I'm just going to write in cursive the days of the week. So start with Monday. Well, I think I want to put the date too. So at the top, I'm going to put the abbreviated version, like MON for Monday. And so today is the 10th, right? No, today is the 11th. Oh my goodness. Look at the computer, Lucy. Today is the 11th. Okay, so I'm going to put 11. I think I'll put the letters, the numbers bigger. I'll use a broader something. All right, Tuesday. And is that straight? It might be a little cockeyed, but I think it'll be okay. Wednesday. I wonder, my son's here and he's in the background and he majored in linguistics. So I'm going to ask him a question. Do you guys ever think about why is Wednesday Wednesday? Ryan, do you know?
Do I know what now?
Why Wednesday is spelled Wednesday? He's thinking. Is that a linguistics question?
I think it's derived from Oldenstock.
Wednesday,
because like it was the Indo-European like sky father.
Oh.
The word that like the middle of the week is named after.
Oh, he said it's named. He thinks it's named after this god. What do you call it?
Indo-European sky father.
Indo-European sky father.
Where like Thor comes. Where Odin comes from. Zeus comes from. Jupiter comes from.
It's way over my head. Okay, so yeah, that's why. So say hi, anybody who's new on today. I made you start Does that say painting? Hey, Sarah, I'm so glad that you're painting. Isn't it so relaxing? Oh, gosh, I need to put Sunday on here. I'm so glad that you're painting. I did a lot of painting in my junk journal this weekend, and I will share that with you guys in the next video. Hey, yeah. So, yeah, I'll share with you guys what I did in my hotel room. It was just so relaxing. It's fun to just, just do something just for fun, because I think sometimes we put pressure on ourselves to do things that look fantastic, and it's just so not necessary, right? Okay. Oh, I put Sunday. Okay. I put Sunday instead of Saturday. So we got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll put Saturday right there. It's all good, right? Because it doesn't matter. We're just having fun. Hey, Ryan, you say that to them so they can understand, because I couldn't really regurgitate it. He'll come back and explain to us why Wednesday is Wednesday. All right. So I got Saturday on there. Now, I'm using a Pigma Micron for that. Oh, I thought you were going to tell us, Ryan. Oh, he said he's not saying it, but that's okay. I would forget anyway. Okay, I'm going to try to find, I wanted to use Fudenosuke to make these letters bigger for the dates for Monday through Friday. And I know I moved it. I moved it for something. I remember that, but now I can't remember. But that's okay. I think what I'm going to use is Sharpie to make it really big on the dates. Oh, Cherie. Okay, awesome, Cherie. Thank you for telling me how to pronounce your name correctly. I appreciate it. And no apologies. It's Sunday, girl. Go do what you need to do.
That was right.
All right. Oh, so you are going to tell us now?
Oh, I had to double check.
Okay, Ryan, come here. Just put your head in the screen so I can see my handsome son. You can do it. Well, then you got to talk loud so we can hear you.
So Wednesday in the Old English was called Woden'sdag, which is just named after the god Odin, who for the Germanic people, for the Angles, the Saxons, and the Picts, the god Odin was named Woden, and that's just part of the larger Indo-European Skyfather god.
Oh, okay. Did y'all hear him? That's my son who graduated summa cum laude in linguistics and a minor in anthropology. So I knew he would know how to find out why it's called that. All righty. Billy, you start out scrapbooking, but you have slowly fallen in love with junk journal. I know, isn't it so just relaxing, creative, inspiring? I hear you. Just finished a shabby chic journal. Ooh, I love to see that. If you post it on Instagram or something, tag me, please, or just send it to me in a message. Oh, you did hear my son. Oh, thank you, Sarah. He is really cool. He's such an interesting person. I'm telling you. He just, when he watches YouTube, and I know it annoys him, but he watches YouTube and he watches things that I would never even think to look up. But then I listen to it and I'm like, that is so interesting. And I want to hear more of it. So he's just a very interesting person and very funny. Yeah, he's very funny. So Monday is the 12th, right? I don't know why I keep asking myself. Today is the 11th. Of course, Monday is the 12th. Okay. So I'm going to 12th, the 13th. Oh, I think this marker is drying out. Don't y'all hate that? It's like I want my supplies to last for forever. I know that that's not realistic, and yet I still want it to happen. Okay. So let's see how it looks so far with my little psychedelic stickers for the days of the week. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday, Sarah. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's sing happy birthday to Sarah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sarah. Happy birthday to you and many more. Happy birthday, Sarah. You're welcome. And anybody else who has a birthday today, if you have one, let us know. Okay. Now, I need to put some little headers up here. You're welcome. I need to put some headers up here for to do. And yeah, I think I'm just going to draw to do. And I'm going to use a darker pink to put to do. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Hi, Candace. How are you? It's good to see you. I know I don't see your face. And, you know, I thought the other day it would be really cool if we could see everybody kind of like on Zoom whenever we do live videos. But then if it got to be a huge number of people, then we couldn't, you know, you wouldn't be able to make anybody out. But it's a nice thought. It's still good to see your names pop up on there. Okay, so now I'm going to put to do up at the top. So let's do that. I think I'm going to make it in small letters this time. And I'm going to trace it, outline it rather. Just give it a little more black since I got the black letters right there. So, oh, I should have started Tuesday up higher since I didn't give myself enough room between Tuesday and Wednesday, but I think I'll just start Wednesday up higher for that reason. It won't, I mean, it's still disproportionate, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. All right, so to do. I used to make way too long of lists for my to-do list, y'all. It used to be crazy. And I actually tried to really accomplish all that. And then I'd be upset when I didn't, but it was really unrealistic. And now I try to only have 3 to 4 things. So like if I have an appointment, then I would have 4. But oh, you're so welcome, Sarah. I try to have 3 things when it's something that I have to actually complete. Now, if I have an appointment too, and it's a brief one, sometimes I'll have 4 or a reminder, things like that, as far as things that are unique to that day. But like I have some things that I try to do every Monday through Friday, which is like sketch, do my Spanish, which is not a course or anything. I know Spanish, but I hadn't been practicing it in so long. So I'm back into doing that and translating and my Bible reading. So those things I have listed, which we'll put on here for every day. But then when it comes to something that's unique to that day that I want to complete, I try to not to have more than 3 things, 4 at the most. And then I tend to have one day of the week that I have a little more. It just depends. But I am finally at 52 years old, accepting you can only get a few things done a day. You can get more and then be completely exhausted and then get burnt out. And you can have some teeny tiny things that you really don't necessarily probably even need to write down. But if it takes any time, really, I think 3 is the best you can do. And is really that's an accomplishment. Like, for instance, if I go grocery shopping, I mean, that's 2 hours, you know. Even if I do it online, I mean, it's like that long. I just didn't leave. So, yeah. Because it takes time just to get ready in the morning, just to get ready for bed at night, just to cook, just to fix yourself a plate of food and then clean your dishes behind you. I mean, I hope I'm encouraging somebody out there because I just did not. It took me a long time. Oh, it didn't take me this year. I'm 52. It didn't take me this year to accept that. But it did. It took me, I don't know, probably a couple of years ago to really accept it, because I was always trying to do more than was reasonable. And then I went to PTSD therapy, and that helped a lot. But I think this year, maybe this last 12 months, is where I've been more into practice with that, where I really try to organize my day with that realization. So I'm trying to find my 05, which is right here. It's right here. All right, you guys. So yeah, so this week I just have, so you see me looking over my glasses again, because that's the way life is for me. So yeah, so we got dinner with some friends on, but I'll look at my calendar here in a minute to fill in here, and I might discover that I have totally different. Now I do have tasks that I need to do for my business, but as far as something exciting to be doing that's special, I really think I just have one thing. But I'm trying to, I don't know, I say I'm trying to, but I guess I'm really not, to be more attentive to different little holidays or recognition of people. I do when I notice it, then I sort of celebrate it. So you know how on Google that when you go to Google, it'll have like a little picture or a little video about someone whose birthday was that day, or the anniversary of their death, or their holiday. I do actually click on those and read them, and they are really interesting. I've learned about different figures in history that I didn't know about by clicking on those, just clicking on the little Google design for when you go to the search engine. So yeah. So and I was, at the beginning of this year, I was going to try to mark and celebrate all the different kind of unique holidays that are on just regular days of the week that aren't holidays that we all celebrate nationally, but I just couldn't keep up with that. That was adding time. And we just talked about time, right? So what I'm doing right now is I'm just outlining the words to do that I wrote in cursive with a Tombow dual brush pen. I always want to call them markers, because to me that's what they are. They're not really pens, but I guess, I don't know. I guess they're, because they're water based now. I think that's why. I'm guessing that's why. It's because they're water based that they call them pens and not more. I don't know. So yeah. So anybody looking forward to the end of this season and going into the summer season? I can barely even remember what it was like when my kids were at home for the summer, because they are 22 and 25 now. So I don't have any babies. So I know for a lot of people it's a little stressful when it comes to the summer, because then they have to figure out how to entertain their kids, or they have to send them to day camps, and they cost money. And yeah, so I don't know if that's stressful for you, but I'll be praying for everybody who's in that boat. And if you're a teacher, do we have any teachers out there? Do you look forward to time away in the summer? So that's how this side looks. And I am going to figure out, you guys, and maybe switch to my phone for the next video as opposed to my laptop. My laptop is 6 years old, so it's probably not the best camera, but I'm going to be working on that. And hopefully anyway, we'll be working on it. It'll get better. So I know you can see me, but I know it's not a clear picture, but I'll be working on that for you guys. Yeah. So what else? Summer will be here soon. Here in Phoenix, in the Phoenix metro, it is normally not this warm in April, but oh, look at this. My arm looks huge. But for right now, and I was listening to the news last night, that it's really getting warmer earlier. So last summer was the hottest July in recorded history for Phoenix. It's been hotter than that, but not in July. So this past July, it was 100. Hello, Eddie. How are you? Etta, I'm sorry. How are you? It's nice to see you. So this past July, it got up to 118, and it was insane. It was insane. It was insane. That was crazy. And now it's in the 90s. And now I think it said next week it's going to be high in the 80s. But this right now it's in the 90s, which it normally doesn't get in the 90s in this area until May. And so they said that scientifically speaking, however they figure these things out, that they expect it to continue to get hotter sooner, and just for this area to just get hotter and hotter. And I'm like, I can't imagine that. But the benefit of living here is that it's all the rest of the year, normally from like October to beginning of May, the weather is perfect. And we have a lot of what they call, what do we call them? Snowbirds that come here for all the rest of the year, and then they go home because it's way too hot here in the summer. And normally that would be like 4 months of the year. It's crazy. And then it's wonderful the other 8, but it's starting to get hot. Now it's not 90 degrees here. It's not 90 degrees like it is in Oklahoma where I'm from. There, when it's 90, it's humid and you can't stand outside. So like here, we're all like, oh, you just need to get in the shade. Shade means nothing when it's crazy humid. So it is not the same. Even when it's 100 here, it's nothing. 100 in Oklahoma is you're dying. But for me, this past summer in July, when it got to 105, was when I was like, okay, it's getting hot now. My daughter could hang until it got to 108, 110. It's crazy. So what is the weather like for you guys? Is it getting hotter sooner for you? Is the weather really nice right now? It also doesn't normally rain very much at all until the end of July, beginning of August, what they call monsoon season. But it rained a lot in the fall. We had some real storms, and my son was so excited. He felt like he was at home. He was like, "It's Mom, we're having a thunderstorm." I was like, "Oh, are you missing home? Missing Oklahoma?" Which we miss family. We do not miss the weather in Oklahoma. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, and then in February it rained a lot. So a little different. You just never know what changes are going to come. So outlining these letters is taking me a little while, but I'll be finished in a minute. All right. Oh, you're on the Oregon coast. Hi, Suzanne. And the sun is out today, and your high today is only 51. Wow. Is that normal for you guys? Is it because it's April? Like my husband is from there, but he went to high school and everything, and my in-laws are in Springs. And it can snow in June. In fact, we went there, was it last? No, I think it'll be 2 years ago in this Labor Day weekend. And it was snowing, and it was so unbelievably cold. So yeah. So is your weather like that where, you can't really be sure that it's not going to snow until like July and August? Yeah. So, but it's very, very pretty there. It is gorgeous. I mean, the scenery, the mountains, it's unbelievable. I lived in Denver for a year, long time ago, and it was pretty. The mountains were pretty. I didn't like that they didn't really have any trees, and I grew up in Tulsa, which is northeastern Oklahoma, where there's trees everywhere. Now, where I went to college, it wasn't as many trees, but Tulsa is in the area that they call green country, and it is very green. And yeah, and I was like, I want to see some trees so bad. I love trees. I love the Lorax, the Disney show, the Disney movie. I love it. You, Suzanne says spring weather is unpredictable. That's for sure. Yep. I think that's kind of a lot of places, and even in Oklahoma too. There is tornadoes, that's for sure. But it can be warm one day and cold next. So, okay, so here's my, so far, those stickers that I colored out of the Walmart thing that has just the blank shapes and you make your own stickers. And then I just wrote to do. So then I'm going to do some little flags. I was going to do the stickers, but I don't know. I'm trying to think. Do I want to get these little stickers that I had? I think I'm going to flip out some other stickers. I'm going to grab those real quick. That I got from, I shared these in a haul recently. I got these from Walmart. They're matte, but they're, you know, I like matte stickers too, but this little book here, I'm trying to straighten this up. They've got some pretty stickers. So I want to put some down. Yeah, like this. Oh, that should, oh, I don't know. That might be too purple to go with what I've done. To put my Spanish and sketching. Ooh, but that's pretty. These might not be in the right color scheme. So I might have to use, I think I'll use some from my Dollar Tree books, which, yeah, this is all kind of, well, it's got a little bit of pink in it. These might work. I mean, well, so the peach might work, but there's not like an orange or a yellow. I don't think I'm going to use these. Oh, this is pretty. Today is going to be amazing. It's just very purple. Okay, I'm not using that. Let's look at another sticker book that I think I will use. I think I'm just going to use some of my new Dollar Tree stickers. So, do you guys have like a favorite set or brand of stickers that you like to use? I had a little period there where I wasn't really using them, but now I'm like crazy about them. So, but I want them to go down here at the bottom, and I want them to all be the same because it helps me remember what I'm doing for those. So let's see if I have some in here. They're basically the function. I don't know. Some of these have a lot of functional. Some of these little booklets have a lot of functional stickers and some of them don't. So I have to shop in my little sticker stash. Shop in your sticker stash. I might need to label which ones have more functionals, but I really like the color of these. So, I mean, the colors that are in these. So, well, I used a lot of these functional ones. I gotta have some left. I used all of those for what I want. These are so cute, though. I'm gonna use some of these today, I think. Let's put you right there so I won't forget. And see what else I got in here. I can't see. I know my eyes. Candace loves recollection sticker books. Oh yeah. You know what I love about those, Candace, is they have a lot of stickers for the price in their booklets. So I agree with you 100%. Ooh, these are orange. I only got 4 of them. So I'm not going to spend too much time trying to find the ideal sticker because then I won't get any of this done, and it's not worth that. Ooh, this is cute, though. I'm going to look in a couple more books and see if I can find 5, because I need 5 of the same stickers. I know I do in my little binder over there. Oh, these are almost all gone. You are so cute. Okay, let's see. This one has it. Oh, I think I can. So I can use that pink for 3 of them. I should have chosen a different combination of colors, but I think I had a couple of orange ones in one of those other books. So I think I'm going to do that. So plus I love this sticker book from Dollar Tree. These are so pretty. Oh, I got these. So pink and peach. I could do that, but I'm going to do this. So, oh yeah, I forgot I need 2 sets. So I think maybe I can make one and then draw the other one. So I'm going to put these pink hearts right there. Yeah, that's what I'll do. It'll be cute. I feel so much better, y'all. Whenever I have my week all planned out before it starts, and Monday, all I got to do is look at, okay, what's for today. I always feel better when I do that. Because, you know, it's nothing like a late start when you've got things to do that take a long time. So, yeah. Now, do you guys usually get all set up for, oh, I wanted that up higher, but I can forget that. That sticker's not going to come up, y'all. So that's okay. It's on the other side. So we'll just make this one uniform. Yeah. So these things that I need to mark for the Spanish and sketching, I do Monday through Friday. So I'm just going to go ahead and write in that now. Well, I'm thinking about it, and I'm using a Sharpie. I just feel like the skinny Sharpies write better on these kind of glossy stickers from Dollar Tree. So first I'm going to write sketch. Are you guys planning with me? Getting your stuff all set up so you can have a good start to your week? Cherie, that's your issue, looking for the perfect sticker. I know. It makes your planning process take the longest. I hear you, girl. But if you do it whenever you got plenty of time, and then it can be fun. It can be like a little treasure chest, treasure hunting experience, like a scavenger hunt almost. But not when you don't have enough time, girl. I hear you. It's like, okay, I am causing myself a little bit of stress here. Okay, got sketch. So now I need to do Spanish. So somewhere, was I going to write out the Spanish one or draw it? What did I say I was going to do? I could use a circle. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do a set for Spanish that I like. And sometimes I forget about little stickers like these that don't have a box. You can just draw a little shape next to them and use that to check something off. 2. I think this one has a lot of functional ones. To do. No, I don't want to use that. No, I don't want to use that. But I need to pick one. Okay. So I think this one does. Oh, that would be cute, but that's more for the day of the week. But I might just put this little shape. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to draw it. I'm going to look one more time. And then I'm going to draw it before I get the binder out. because I know I've got some more functional stickers in the binder. The thing is that I wanted them to all be the same shape, but when you can't do that, you can always just draw it. So this is how it looks so far. Okay, so now I'm just going to draw it, and I'm going to make it look similar to this. So I think I'm going to do, so these are pink, so I think I'm going to make it yellow. So sketch and then Spanish. So Spanish is next. So do you guys have any things that you do routinely on, you know, Monday through Friday that you want to keep track of? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna do that about 9. So you have anything that you do regularly? Suzanne, you have a faith journal and a junk journal, but not a planner. You're intrigued, though, to see how it works and to hear about the process. Oh, cool, yeah. Well, what I'm using today is a can't think, bullet journal. And you can do whatever you want in a bullet journal. Anything you want, you can change it up. You can do it one way today and another way the next day and a completely different day next week. You can draw or not draw. You can use stickers or not use stickers. If you're a really creative person who likes to doodle or just likes to change things up a lot, then bullet journaling is perfect for you. If you need things to be the same, then you can still be a bullet journaler and just, you know, make your design that works for you that always looks the same. But most people who need everything to always look the same aren't interested in bullet journaling because you do have to create it every time for yourself. But I really love that. I don't know, I just do. Now sometimes I'm not as decorative or creative as I am at other times, but I'm always doing something at least a little bit different. So just drew in my little spots for Spanish. I'll post these pictures on Instagram too, you guys, since I don't have a clear picture today. Can't tell what that word is. Do I save my past bullet journals? Yes, I do. I have them. And in fact, I have a playlist on my channel for bullet journal flip throughs. So you can actually look at the pages of my previous bullet journals, but I keep them and I actually reference them. Sometimes there's something that I remember happened that was important, and I will go and flip through the year that I think it was and the month, or if I'm not sure the month, I'm usually pretty sure around about when it was. And then I'll go through and I'll find it. I have reference notes that I took from my business, from my sales tax permit. I transfer the last few things from maintenance on my car from the previous one. And every now and then there might be something older that I want to see about how much it costs or how much, you know, what I did for a specific trip or event. So I do actually keep them, and they have been very helpful for me in the past to reference things that I needed to remember. So I'm really grateful for them. Yeah. And I like, sometimes there's artwork in there. Now I usually scanned it already because I used to have an Etsy shop, and I would scan my work and share it and sometimes sell it. And so, but I still sometimes like to look at the original. Sometimes I used to do some really detailed fine artwork in my bullet journals. I don't do as much detailed fine artwork inside of those anymore because I do them in my Stalogy more often now. And yeah, that's where I wanted to stop on that. And so those are all scanned into my computer. And in fact, I'm creating a portfolio that I'll share with you guys later, where you can see my previous artwork through a video slideshow, all of my different fine artwork that I want to share. And yeah, so I think I'm going to outline the ones that I put on here for Spanish because I just think it'll stand out a little better. And so I'm going to, I got a pile of stickers down here now, y'all. A pile of sticker books. Yeah, and I love to use these to put different categories of stickers. So I have a couple of these that all have my Dollar Tree sticker books that I love so much are all in these. Hey, Billy. You were thinking about making your first prayer journal. Yeah, any tips or ideas concerning creating a prayer journal? Yes, I actually have one, and I have a playlist called Bible journaling, so you can check that out. Different people do it differently. For me, what I do is I decorated the journal, and then I put different sections. I divided sections up by the different people and categories of things that I pray for. So like I have one section for my husband, one for me, one for my kids, and then I have a friends and family. Now I can't think. Friends and family, church, the community, government and politics, missions, because my husband and I are over ministry at our church, and I have a Compassion International child. And so I have all those different categories. And then each day of the week, I pray in those different categories. So like my husband and I are on Mondays, my kids are on Tuesdays, other friends and family on Wednesdays, et cetera, because I pray really intensely for them. And I write all of those prayers down. And then whenever God answers the prayer, I put the date on there, which is such a blessing. It's encouraging to know and see when God answers prayers. And then when if that prayer is time sensitive, like there's something that I wanted to happen or is praying for happen, and it didn't happen, then I actually write in there, God said no. Because sometimes he says no. And sometimes what I think should happen and the timing that I think it should happen is not God's plan. And I need to remember that too. So I do that. And then I decorate in between the different sections. I have like a little sheet protector with biblical scriptures and just encouraging things that I can switch in and out. I've got some little watercolor and stuff, some page flags and washi tape and all that. I actually need to update it because I ran out of room. I'm running out of room for some prayers, and I need to update that. So when I do that, I'll do another video, you guys. Yeah. So, okay. So I missed some. Cherie said, oh, no, I did read that. I totally did. Oh, I'm so glad to have you guys here today while I do this, and I hope you're doing yours. Are you? Tell me in the comments if you're setting up your planner right now as well. Okay, is this my 05? Yes. So I'm gonna trace over my little yellow DIY. Now these I made kind of rounded, but I think the next ones that I do for my scripture reading, I'm going to make those be a little flag, which is so easy to do. And as long as you're not worried about perfection, which again is another thing that I have overcome by the grace of God, then it's just all about fun and creating. You're welcome, Billy. Yeah. Alrighty. So I still need to listen to the sermon today because I was still in my hotel room and packing to leave and just rushing. So after we get through doing the live stream today, then I'm going to listen to today's sermon. So if you listened to a sermon today or went to church today, tell us what it was about. I'd love to hear. I love to hear. And is everybody back? Like if you go to church, and if you normally went to church regularly in person, are you guys back to doing it in person now, or is it still online where you live? Because I know it's kind of different for everybody, even within the same city. Like there's some churches here that are open and some that are only online. My church is doing both. So ooh, I think that looks pretty. So yeah, so I got I need to write that in there. So that's Spanish. This is going to be, no, that was sketching every day, Monday through Friday. And then this is my Spanish. So I'm just going to write that in my yellow boxes. Yeah. All right. Spanish. So, Shrish, yes, I'm setting up my planner pages along while enjoying your live. Awesome. Billy, our church is still online here in North Carolina. Okay, great. Is it like that everywhere in North Carolina right now for you guys, or just, it depends on the church? All right, guys. One more Spanish to write on here. All right, now I need to do a place for my Bible reading, which I think I shared, but if I didn't, I am reading the Bible again in a year, but this year I'm not doing it by a particular version. I'm doing it by chronologically, and I've never read it fully chronologically before. So, thank you, Billy. It depends on the church. So, I am reading it chronologically and putting what the reading is for that day here in my bullet journal. It helps me make sure I'm caught up. So, which is awesome. So Suzanne said we've been meeting in person since last summer. Okay. She's come to really appreciate her church family and being able to hear God's word preached every Sunday and have Bible class too. Awesome. Well, good. Yeah, our church was online for a while. And then whenever the governor said that churches could meet in person, then our church met in person, but you had to wear a mask. And then they changed several months ago. I don't remember when exactly. They changed where only 6 o'clock on Saturday had to wear a mask. And then they just asked people to police themselves on the 9 and 11 on Sundays. Like if you were sick, please don't come. If you're not to hug, although people hugged anyway, not to hug, just try to keep distance, but they weren't required to wear a mask. And that's still the case right now, 6 o'clock on 6 o'clock on Saturday is where you're supposed to wear a mask, and you don't have to on the other services if you don't want to. And then they still have it also online as well. So there's still people who just watch it online. And so, Billy, yeah, it depends on the church. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so now I need to draw. So I got pink and yellow. So I'm going to do orange for my Bible reading. And yeah, this just looks kind of out of whack because I didn't center that side, but that's okay. It's all good. I am in 1 Samuel right now for the chronological reading. So it is very different doing it that way this year, where I am doing it chronological order and I'm not breaking down the study. I really just want to read it in that order of historical chronology and just see what that says. I don't know. I just feel like I'm going to get a new insight, and I am getting some as I go, new insight just by reading it in that order, just reading it, not breaking it all down. Now, sometimes when I read something that bothers me, then even though I've read it before, it just still has a profound effect. that I'll stop for a minute and go just look up a little piece of it to try to get a little bit of peace on that thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm trying just to mostly just read it this year so that, because I have a lot of going on, so that I will finish it. And at the end, that I'll feel like that there'll be some revelation just in doing that. And I think part of that is I feel like we don't have to understand everything to get a piece in certain areas of revelation that God wants us to have at that time. I hope that makes sense. So, yeah. All right, Cherie, the sermon for today at your church was 3 kinds of people. Proverbs 30:33. Your church is still meeting virtually on Zoom. Oh, I would love to hear, Cherie, what are the 3 types of people with 3 kinds of people? What are the 3 kinds of people? So I can figure out what kind of person I am. I remember my son said to me, and this is before I finished PTSD therapy. We went to my friend's church, and he came with me, went to my friend's church to visit, and the sermon was about Mary and Martha, and he was, inviting us all to figure out which type of person we were, a Mary or a Martha. And I looked at my son, I said, am I a Mary or a Martha? And he said, you're definitely a Martha. And I was like, oh. But not that I'm saying Martha was bad, but Martha was a worrywart and she was busy and all that stuff. But what I liked about the sermon was that he was pointing out there were these strengths in Martha too. She was very organized and administrative. And she said to the Lord, if you had been here, he wouldn't have died. And yes, I know that in the end that there's the resurrection and we'll be there in glory. I mean, we all have pros and cons. We all have areas that were strong, areas that were weak. And yeah, I could really identify with that. But I'm so grateful that I am the part of Martha that worries and tries to accomplish too much. That, praise God, I'm not that. I don't carry those burdens anymore. Yeah, so I hope that's encouraging. All right, Suzanne, the sermon was about when Thomas said he wouldn't believe Jesus had risen unless he could touch his wounds himself. That's a good one too. Now, I also heard a really positive sermon on Thomas before too. So we all like to try to focus on how he doubted, and he's called Doubting Thomas by many. But what I heard in this one sermon about him was that he had this aching sense of loss, that he was gone, and that he had been very, very, very deeply caring for the Lord, and he couldn't. It's like he couldn't risk the hope that he was there and find it not to be true, and how crushing that would be. And I thought, oh, it. I get that. I really do. And, we're supposed to have faith and ask God to help us with our unbelief. But I also got that, it's like, oh, I'm so afraid that it won't be true, and I can't take that hurt because he loved him so much. And so, yeah, those are good. Those are good sermons. I mean, they all are, right? Because they are all about the Lord. So on Saturday and Sundays, I, of course, do my scriptures. Oh, I got to put one right here. My scripture readings Monday through Sunday. Yeah. So I hope everybody is feeling encouraged, because I know that there's still a lot going on in the world, but we have the Lord and we have each other, and that doesn't change, right? Okay, so I am trying to get this other one lined up a little bit Is my head in the way? Y'all can see. This is crooked, but it don't matter. So I'm going to color those in. I think I'll make them all a little bit different. Maybe this one will be a circle to check. And then I'll have more stuff down here. Oh, yeah, I still got to do my weather. I don't have to, but I like to keep track of the weather and my what the highs and lows are and whether it's sunny, rainy, cloudy, etc. My weight and doing yoga. So I do yoga at least 5 times a week. And I have not been able, I gained 5 pounds over the holidays, which is not unusual. That's the time of the year where I just let myself eat. But I've only been able to get 2 of those pounds off. I have not. And it's not because my body, and it's not just because I'm older and all that stuff. It's because I was just eating too many carbs. And when my son would make some dessert, I would eat a lot of it. So I don't know if I share with you guys, but I gave up sugar 5 weeks ago. I actually got a coin at, I always call it coin, it's a chip at Celebrate Recovery about sugar, because sugar has been my addiction. It's not my, like, I don't shop and buy sugar. I don't put it in my grocery basket. I don't do that. But if it's here, or if I'm at an event or something, it's there, or if it's at the holidays in particular, I can't have 1 piece or 2 pieces, or sometimes even 3 pieces, whatever it is. I just got to eat it all. So it's like that sugar, endorphins. Oh my goodness! And over time, periodically, I've like gone on 30 days no sugar, and I would feel so good, and I would not crave it at all. But then the next time I had the sugar, that endorphin is, it's like Over the Hedge. If you ever saw Over the Hedge, the Disney movie, it's like, oh, I mean, the euphoria is crazy. So I actually went on I actually have given up sugar, and I am grateful for it. And plus that adds to inflammation, which I have arthritis all over, and it just makes me feel better that way. And so I gave it up, and I gave up raisins, because for me, raisins are lovely, and I can just eat them and eat them and eat them and have just as much sugar as if I had a bunch of pieces of cake. So I gave up raisins, which that was a huge sacrifice, let me tell you. So yeah, and I got a coin, so it's been 5 weeks, and I'm committed to it. So I have given up also bread for the most part, except I can have whole wheat bread. It doesn't bother my stomach. But anything with white flour except sourdough, because sourdough is fermented bread, it's an all. If you go sometimes to Walmart and you don't get it directly from the bakery, it's the kind that's up there on the side, and you look and it has dough conditioners, that's not your real sourdough. If it doesn't taste any sourness, it's not real sourdough. Real sourdough has like 3 ingredients. It might have 4, but that's it. It's some flour, and there's no sugar. And I forgot what I was going to say about that, but but only whole wheat bread and sourdough is what I can have, because they don't bother my stomach now. But still, I don't eat them a lot, because just because it's carbs, and the carbs turn to sugar, and they mess with my body. So yeah. So I don't remember why I told y'all that, but that's another thing to know. Okay, so here's how we're looking so far. So I'm going to color in the, I guess I could not color in, no, but I want to. I'm going to color in the ones from my scriptures. Yeah. All right. So did you guys tell me yet? Do you have any routines, things that you do every Monday through Friday, other than, of course, going to work, getting up in the morning, brushing your teeth, all that kind of stuff? I have been better about meal planning on the weekends. And it's not really like, okay, what do I want to make this week? I mean, I just kind of go by what's in the fridge, and I buy mostly the same groceries all the time, but I make different things with them. So I've been better about making a lot on the weekends. But of course I didn't this weekend because I was on my little retreat. And then that way during the week, I don't have to spend time cooking when I'm trying to work, and I don't have to think about what I'm going to eat, and I don't have to have those conversations with myself about what I can and what I can't eat because it's all ready, right? Did I? Oh, I still need to draw one right here. Darn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I need to draw another one right there for my Bible study. Do I set up my bullet journal 1 week at a time? I do my weekly pages, yes. But for the last week of the month, Suzanne, I set up the monthly pages. So you can't see clearly here, but if you look now, I didn't do a video for my April setup, but when I do my May setup video, I will include a flip through of April. But when you look at my previous videos, you'll see that for each month I'll have a title page, and I have a title page, a calendar, and things to do that month spread. So a title spread, a title spread, a calendar spread, a things to do that month spread, and then my first weekly spread is set up at the beginning of any new month. So here I'll show you a little bit. So here I always do the spread that's for the month. Of course, it's going to be reversed because the screen. And then I do things to do this month. Oh, I do the calendar, which I'm doodling each day. So I got to get caught up from this weekend. And I didn't completely fill out things to do this month yet. So, but let me show you the March so you can see what that looks like. So things to do this month. And there I have personal, YouTube, Patreon, Facebook, Organized Planner Chic, Facebook, Phoenix Planner Friends for Christ, my general business stuff. And whenever I sing on Lucinda Worships, which I haven't really been doing that lately. So, yeah. And I hope that helps. And then each week, so when I set up the month, I include that first week setup. But then when I do each week, I do it on the weekend before that week comes up. So, which is what we're doing right now. Yeah. Yeah. So I hope that gives you some ideas. Okay. So I need to do another, can't see, another flag right here for what day is that? Friday. Oh, I messed up. I'll just make it go out a little further. It's just going to be a really long flag. Which is totally fine, right? It's totally fine. Well, I will be finished in a little bit. Now I decorate the pages. This is just setting it up for what I need set up for the week, to have a place to put everything. Now, once this is all set up, then I decorate. I doodle, or I use stickers, or I do a little bit of journaling each day on the spreads. So I'll show you one that's really like, so by the end of the week, Suzanne, it looks something like this. It's all been populated with everything for that week. Yeah. So, all right. So what else, y'all? So did everybody tell me what kind of planners you're using for this coming week? We got Cherie. Trying to see who else. I am very organized, Suzanne. That is one of my gifts. Yeah. I love it. I'm like, did you ever watch Friends? So I'm like Monica on Friends who loved office supplies. Oh my goodness, it would crack me up when she'd be excited about folders and all that. And I mean, that's me. It's always been me. And my friend Nawasa that I talk about all the time in my videos, she's the same way. It was one of the things about us that connected us, many things, but that was one of the things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so I'm gonna trace around that and put some circles for the places to put the check boxes. Yeah. And then that will look, if you can see, it's my little handmade flag right there. Why does my page look all wrinkled? Ooh, don't wrinkle my page. So that's how it's looking. I'm just going to trace around all of those. And after I get this set up, then I'm going to off camera put all my appointments in, and I'm going to go to this. Well, I'm going to put gas in the car because that's the car. It's my car that my son drives, but since I went kind of far downtown to have my weekend to myself, I'm going to put some gas in the car for him. And then whatever I might need from the store that I don't want to have to run out and get during the week, I'm going to do that. I know I need to get some more vitamins and some more lotion. And I need to, well, I do need to go today's Sunday, so I can't go. But I need to go this week. Probably I'm doing a collage wall of some family pictures, but I need to finish. I'm taping them up right now while I figure out where I want everything to be. And then after I'm finished, then I'm gonna need some frames. I guess they don't have to be all the same color, but I want them to be all the same color. It's gonna be so cool. It's basically a family tree of photos. So I asked my mom to send me a picture of her while she was in college and a picture of my dad before he married her. And because that's what I did, well, for my husband, I put up a picture of his mom when she graduated from high school. He doesn't have one of when his dad graduated from high school, but I bet his mom does. So I need to see if she has that. So I just have an older one of him up there. And then under that is our pictures of us and our kids and the grandkids, all that good stuff. Yeah. So that's how that looks so far. Like I said, I'll put clear picture on Instagram, and I'll put it in my community tab. Actually, I'll put it in my community tab as soon as we get through with everything. So, oh, and these need a little box. So, I mean, no, I'll do a circle for the scriptures. And then I just need to do, oh, I need to put some to-do boxes. So since this is up all high, I think I'm gonna put how am I gonna do that? Well, I can still put the to-dos, right? Because I'm only gonna put a few under there. So make this a little half circle since I kind of jacked that up. It must be fun to fill it in during the week and to see progress on your goals and to-do lists. Yes, it is. It is. It's how I stay organized. If I don't write it down, it does not happen. I can't remember everything. I know some people are able to remember everything that they say. It's up here. And I'm like, this too much up there for me to be able to decipher what is relevant right now. I have to look at it on paper. I just have always been that way. I remember when I was working as a civilian for the federal government that one of my friends that I worked with, we were in this class at work, and it was boring, but I was paying attention, and while she was listening and paying attention, she was doing classwork for her master's, and she caught it all. And I was like, I cannot do that. I can't split my attention like that. I can focus on this, and that is it. And if I turn my attention, it's now focused on this. It's like the squirrel thing. I'm easily distracted. My daughter can do that too. I still wonder how much they're really getting, like how much is really sinking in. But I know it's more than what's sinking in for me. That much I do know. So I decided to trace around my stickers as well. I just feel like everything needs that little bit of black around it. And this is not perfect, but because I don't know what happened right there, but that's okay. I'm just going to trace around it the best I can. And then what am I going to do after that? Oh, I'm going to put the check marks. I'm going to draw the check marks for my to do, I think. I think I want to underline to do to make that look important, because it is. Yeah. So I kind of like the movement of drawing a circle. There's just something, I don't know, therapeutic about that, I think. So, yeah, I think everything looks more defined, traced around, and underlined. I went to Walmart the other day trying to see if there was some sort of planning or stationery thing that stood out to me that I just had to have. And there was not a single thing. I mean, like nothing. They had these traveler's notebooks that weren't in the section that it normally would be in. And they had cute prints. And one was a Bible journal and had crosses on it. But the color was really dull. And just the material, the mattness of it, it was just not good quality. And I was like, I'm not spending money on that just for the sake of getting it, knowing I'm probably not going to use that because I'm not going to like it. So I didn't get it. And I was really hoping I'd find something. I know I used to get, what is that? I'm trying to think of. Exceed, the Exceed A5 bullet journal that I did a video on before. It is such a good bullet journal. I mean, the quality of the paper, the weight of it, everything. Now, the regular Exceed, the regular size, don't care for that, don't care for the paper, but that A5 Exceed bullet journal, actually said A5 bullet journal, was top notch, and I have not seen it since then. And I looked now, I haven't looked recently, but I looked for it online too, and I didn't find it. And I was like, man, that was a good product. So, but you can't have everything. You just can't. Okay, so now I'm going to do the little boxes I'm just going to put 3 to-do boxes right in here. Just little ones under to-do for each one. So tell me about how many things do you guys think you're able to do in a day? All right, Billy said, you have inspired me to use my planner this week. Yay! Hopefully I can make it a habit. Thanks for the inspiration. You are so welcome. Yes, yes, yes. Use that planner, girl. Use it. It's just waiting for you. And use it however you want. It's your planner. You do with it what makes you happy, what balances your life, what encourages you, because it is for you. Yeah. I mean, it can get, there's enough in life to stress us out that we have no control over, but we can get caught up in stressing ourselves out on what products we use and how we use them and what they look like, because that's just the nature of the world that we live in. And so I encourage you to just ask yourself regularly, is this beneficial to me? Am I helping myself or harming myself? And I think those kinds of conversations are really important for us to have on a regular basis and to talk to God about, because you know He knows the answer. He helps guides us. He is a lamp unto our feet and a light unto our paths. Yes. And the word says there is a way that seems right to a man, and its end is death. Man, and that death is just all about heartbreaking. So I didn't mean to go into that tangent, Billy, but just when I was talking about do what makes you happy in your planner, what works for you, what benefits your life, because everybody's got something different, and we don't need to do what everybody else is doing. Um, so because I know sometimes we feel like if we can't use something in a way that another person does, if we can't do something in a way that another person does, then we just can't do it at all. That is not the case. So yay, I'm so glad you're going to be using it. And you guys, if you're not part of my Facebook group, Organized Planner Chic crew, check that out, because then you can post pictures there, and everybody can see them, and on Instagram too. So just let me know. You can put that in the comments also. Let me know your Instagram, and so I can check you out and see your pictures and stuff whenever you post them, and I can be encouraging to you as you guys are encouraging to me. You really are. Coming on, commenting, supporting me by watching my videos is so helpful. I'm very appreciative. I really am grateful to all of you for that. So yeah, we got to encourage each other, right? I mean, we all need encouragement. And, I share my life as much as I feel that God would want me to, in the hopes that I can encourage people, especially if you've had any of the struggles that I've had, and life is still hard no matter what you do. Oh, Billy, you have a YouTube channel. Oh, yeah. So I see Billy Stubblefield Craft and Cake. Oh, it's Craft and Cake with Billy. Okay, cool. I will check you out. So this will be in my comments because I set it up for them to save afterwards. So I will remember to see that. I mean, I'll see that when I look through that, and I will check you out. Yes. So now it says craft and you say craft and cake. So do you do the crafting and making cake? How's that work? Or do you eat dessert? Or is it kind of like a little crafting cafe? You don't have to tell me. I'm going to check it out anyway. But that's really cool. Okay. So I got my check boxes everywhere. And the only thing I have left to do is my little tower for the weather and my weights and yoga. And so I'm going to do that now. What time is it? Yeah. So I got enough time to get that in there. So do you guys track any of those things? Like your, I think I'll make that this pink. Like your weight and your exercise, what you eat. Now, I really wanted to start tracking what I eat, and I set up one of my B6 traveler's notebooks for that. And I'm doing it, but not regularly. I forget sometimes. So I think I'm going to try to, starting tomorrow, have it just whenever I fix my plate of food that I bring it with me. And just while I'm eating, I write down so I can keep track and make sure I'm not having too many carbs because they hurt my body. Oh, Billy is originally a caker. I am originally a caker, but I love to craft, so I incorporate both. Oh, that's so cool. Well, I can't have any cake, but I can definitely watch you. And you know what? It doesn't bother me. Watching dessert does not make me think, oh, I got to go have some dessert, which is a blessing. I don't remember if it did before, but since I've stopped sugar, it hasn't. Because last night I watched hours and hours in my hotel room of Nailed It. And they did cakes. And I think, were they all cakes? New season 5 was teens of 2. And I think all of them had cake. So that was really cool. I had fun watching that. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to draw this tower on each one. And I do this all the time. So I do 5 across because this is the Hobonichi plain notebook. So I do 5 boxes across for the grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I do 9 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that is my box that I use to track those. So I always have that box. Now, this one, because I messed up, I'm going to have to start it over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that'll, I don't know, make it look a little more balanced, maybe, because I started that second one down too far. Maybe I'll make this one in the middle. We'll just spread it all around. Yeah, I'll do that. Then that'll keep me from adding too much stuff to this list of things if I feel inclined to. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. And I do this every day of the week. Yeah. Okay, 5 is 3. All right, let's put this one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. I can't see, but I got it. So this one, I'll do it right here. I'll do it right here. 1, 2, is that 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then I got 2 more to do. I'm going to color those in though. Yeah. So I got room right here to do this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And one more. And just color it in. Right. That'll fit. Yeah. I'm going to go over further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I got 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Almost finished. Almost finished. And we'll be getting ready for the new week. And the new week will be here. I know it always feels like the year goes by fast. Every year feels like that. I don't know. I feel like 2020 lasted for forever though, but I know that's because it was just a lot of you know, a lot of hard times, a lot of just negativity and stress, struggles, but there is light at the end of the tunnel, hope on the horizon, right? Trouble don't last always. Praise Him. Praise the Lord. Things just, while you're in it, it just feels overwhelming, feels like there's no end in sight, feels like things will never be better. But if we can just remember that nothing else lasted for forever, all the other horrible things that may have happened came to an end or they got better. Everything is in a season. And as long as we grow from them, we can better handle the next season. I feel like life is just one experience of preparation after another for another struggle. And I don't say that with doom. I say that with, I don't know, I think just reality, that we're here in preparation for eternity. So yeah. So I just have, my perspective has changed so much, and I'm so grateful for that. And I am so much more patient and understanding. And I will say quickly, I don't understand. I don't understand why people do some of the things they do or why they see things a certain way, but um, I don't judge them. Like, I understand that hurt people, that people don't just wake up one day and decide they want to be difficult or controlling or demanding or rude, crude. I mean, things cause that, experiences cause that. And, um, and I used to be a perfectionist. I mean, I never was rude or crude. I never was um, evil toward people, but I expected too much of them and of myself. And like, I couldn't go to an event that was unorganized. Oh my gosh, I could not do it. Or I had to leave. I had to leave early because I couldn't handle it. But now I can just sit there and chill. Praise the Lord. Uh, Billy said, okay. Billy said, amen. I don't know what I was saying at the time, but praise God, Billy. Praise the Lord. So, yeah. So I am just thinking right now about what am I looking forward to? What is the next thing I'm looking forward to in the year? And I think it is, well, there's Labor Day weekend, but my husband and I got married on Labor Day weekend. It'll be our 9th wedding anniversary. And we're going, in fact, I need to start getting that together. We're going to go to Vegas. I've never been to Vegas. Neither one of us gamble, but I heard it is a really fun trip that you don't have to gamble to have fun. He's been before, but I've never been. So I am so looking forward to that. Just go and have fun with my best friend. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. And then I'm looking forward to nothing in particular in the summer that I can think of. But in December, well, the year's almost over then, my family, my husband's side of the family, we were all supposed to get together in 2020 in June. It was basically as a anniversary memorial to my father-in-law, but the whole family, his children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, all going to Hawaii. And of course, COVID ruined that. And we can't even go this summer because of COVID. So we are booking in the hopes that we can go in December. So, because Hawaii has some pretty heavy restrictions. In fact, I think when we get off the plane in Hawaii, we still, I don't know if it'll be in December that way, but I think we'll still have, as of right now, you still have to quarantine 10 days, I think. And then I think but if you have the vaccine, which I have, even though you have the card that shows that you still have to get a test, either right before you leave or after you get off the plane. So, but I think I think everybody will be okay with that. I don't know though, because if you have to do 10 days, yeah, if I did 10 days, and some of our family will have to get the vaccine. I don't know how that's going to work, um, but I'm looking forward to that. Now, I went on duty in Hawaii in December. No, was it? Yeah, in December one year, which was the rainy season. And it rained I stayed at Pearl Harbor while I was there. And it rained so hard, it flooded. It flooded, and the power was out, and I had to get dressed in my uniform in the dark. And our car flooded. It was crazy. But yeah, so I don't know. But regardless, I'm looking forward to being with my family and seeing everybody and having that time to reflect on Dad. So, yeah. But I do need to plan some other kind of time off or something. Well, I don't know how long we're going to be gone. We haven't finished planning for Vegas yet, so we'll see. Okay, so all the boxes are there, and all I need to do now is I'm going to write in these pink ones. And then I'll be ready for the week, except for populating it. So I'm going to put high and low at the top in the box for there, a space to draw a little sun or cloud or rain, etc. And then I put LBS as abbreviation for my weight, and then yoga. And then I just put it next to yoga. Now, last week I put an AM and a PM, and I circled it for yoga. Just because I want to get to where I do it. Well, I should do that again because I want to get to where I do it in the morning and the evening. So morning yoga and bedtime yoga. So right now I'm mostly just doing morning yoga. So I'm going to go ahead and do that again. Do AM and PM. So high, low, LBS, yoga, AM, PM. So what are you guys looking forward to for the rest of the year? Do you guys have anything? Are you trying to go on any vacation? Doing anything for an anniversary? Any family get-togethers? I know it can still be hard with COVID. Like I said, we're hoping it works out for us to go in December. And I'll be praying for whatever you guys are hoping to do. Because prayer changes things. I feel like it mostly changes us, though. God, God decides what he's going to do, and he definitely wants us to pray about it. But I feel like above everything, that it changes us. It helps us to remember who's in charge and what's important, and to just stay connected to our Savior. And I am grateful for it. My prayers are so different than what they were before therapy. Before I was just, I love the Lord too. I love the Lord. I worship the Lord. I serve the Lord. But I just didn't really see myself the way that he did. And I'm so thankful. So thankful for the changes. And I always will be. Alrighty. I'm all set, you guys. And I'll post this picture. And then at the end, and I do post often in my community tab. Let me move this. In my community tab, different spreads, beginning and the ending. That's how it looks right now. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed today. You can also still give a thumbs up for this video if you liked it, if you had fun chatting, and I hope you did. And you can make comments and suggestions below. I think you'll still be able to comment after this is over, because I'm going to save it to be saved in my channel and in my playlist. I started a playlist for these lives, Sunday afternoon lives, I think I called it. So that will be up there. And yeah, so thank you guys. I hope you will have an awesome, super amazing week this week. I will be praying for all of you. And oh, awesome, Billy. I'm glad you had a lot of fun. So I'll be keeping you guys in my prayers. Please keep me in yours. And until next time, as soon as I figure out how to exit this video, until next time, happy planning.